What's going on, guys? So today we have a brand new update, Endless Night, coming July 14th for the West with Blade and Soul. I want to go over what the content we're getting, got information on everything basically, so you'll know what's going on. Number one thing, of course, we're getting, which is kind of the premier thing of this patch, is Warlock 3rd Specialization. I have a video down below, link to the description if you want to see the gameplay footage. Basically, the class now has a scythe. They look completely like a Warlock now with the scythe. They're edgy, they're dark. Just the whole theme of this whole third spec actually really fits the Warlock really well. It's actually one of my favorite designs they've made. Just a really cool one. I'm really a fan of this. So I'll leave a link below if you want to check it out. The also cool thing about it is you no longer have to summon your thrall and use the tab to actually sacrifice him to use soul burn. Now it's just like the Warden's soul flare, where basically you just press one button and it instantly activates. I think it's your V ability, I'm pretty sure now. But either way, that's a nice little quality of life change now that you don't have to spend the time pressing tab. Now you just press V and instantly get the soul burn. So I think that's a nice little small change there that will help out Warlock. But overall, definitely is really cool. So check it out below. Next thing we have is a brand new event. I have a bunch of information from the Alice Discord, which is really helpful. Interesting enough, this event was actually released in Korea back in December of 2020. So it's kind of funny seeing how old the content we get now paid as like new content. This is like 8 months old, but that's just kind of how it works. All the content comes to Korea and then eventually comes to us, but it's quite old. But either way, it is pretty interesting. It is a solo event dungeon, so you're doing it by yourself. Apparently there are 15 different levels to clear, and obviously, more difficult the higher levels you go up. There's a bunch of good rewards. They have garnets, obsidians, fusion stones, elder steel fragments, nocturnal scales. Really for me, I would probably go for the garnet or obsidian because they're not the easiest to farm. You can't just make them like you can other gems. You either have to get them like the garnet from Coldric's Lair or like the obsidian from basically transmuting them with solar energy. So it's just much more difficult to attain those. So hopefully they're not that hard to get through the event. I'm not sure how like much event tokens you need or something, but either way, it's nice you can get those rewards. Pretty helpful. Basically, the event is located in Mushin's Tower, which is cool, and apparently there is ranking for this event. So the faster you clear it, the higher rankings you can get, and there is a weekly reward, so this is pretty cool too. Overall, you just see you get like Twisted Serpent materials and stuff, so good for the high-end raid players. Obviously, they're going to be dominating the leaderboard because they do the highest DPS, the biggest whales. But either way, there are also wings you can get from the season rewards, which is cool too. I don't know if they're like a 30-day thing like the PvP rewards are, where they're limited time. But those are the wings there if you want to look at them. And interesting enough, this event actually became permanent over in Korea recently. So now it's a permanent thing. There's like a daily for it. And I actually am a fan of this. I think eventually it'll probably be made a daily for us too. Probably not right away. It'll probably go away after this month, but then they'll bring it back as like a permanent thing. And be like, surprise, we made it permanent, even though we know it's coming to be permanent. But either way, in Korea it's permanent right now, and there's a daily for it, and you can knock it out. And I think it's cool to have more solo content. I'm definitely a fan of it. I'm all for it. And if there's more ways to get permanent garnets and obsidians, I think that's perfect because it's already hard enough to get garnets and stuff, and having more ways to be able to farm for them, I think is like a really cool feature. So I'm a fan of this. I definitely can't wait to do this event. And that's really it for there. Then we have Hanzo's Treasure Draw, and usually, I don't really care because this is pay to win crap, but this is actually pretty interesting. Basically, you don't have to spend money on it. You can actually use your event currency from this village event and play the board with that. And in my opinion, I think that's a really cool feature. I wish they did more stuff like this. Like imagine if like when Trove comes around, there's like an event going on right now and you could like hoard event currency and then you could trade it in for like keys or maybe like slots. I think that'd be cool. Like, they need to do things like that. Like if they want to like milk people for tons of money with the Trove, I think that's fine. But there should be ways for people to actually like get these like Trove items or even like these Hanzo Treasure Draw, be able to use that by actually just playing the game itself, not having to throw their wallet at the game. And so I think this is pretty cool. They say that there's no Hanmoon store purchase necessary, so I don't really think it's only going to be through the event currency. There probably will be a paid version, and I don't really think they're going to miss that opportunity. I mean, it is NCSoft, but either way, I think this is cool, and I'm definitely a fan of them allowing you to use, event currency to actually play the Hanzo Treasure Draw. So that's cool there. Definitely a fan of that. And then the Daily Dash returns. Well, the daily perks didn't last long, right? It was like, what, like one patch, and then they got rid of that trap real quick. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of it. I didn't think the daily perks was very good. Honestly, it really spit in the face of their premium members because the premium members had like extra rolls and double rewards and Hanmoon coins and crazy stuff you would get from rolling with the Daily Dash. And I think that's why they made the change so quickly, because one thing with NCSoft, they don't want to piss off their paying players. And you notice they changed this really quickly. Like literally they put this out in 1 month, and then this last month we didn't have it because they had the Trove going on, so they took it out, and then this month they taking it back out again. So like they changed it very quickly. Like this is very fast in terms of NCSoft. Usually they don't make changes as fast, especially coming to the West. Like this usually would take months and months. I think they changed this because they knew paying players were like, what the heck? You basically nerfed the daily dash for people with a membership and gave them this terrible daily perks. So it's kind of funny how like NCSoft will fit something like this when it comes to their paying players getting pissed off. But you know, I wish they did that for all the changes to the game, like actually adding better content and making more things bound to count, more quality of life changes. But you know, that's a different story. Either way, the daily dash will be returned. And they said they're going to be adding more stuff like better rewards like scale fragments, chests, sacred vials, and more. I think this is perfect. No one in the world said get rid of the daily dash. Everyone liked the daily dash. The only criticism people had of the daily dash was, can we get better stuff? Can we get more updated rewards? Because some of the rewards on there was crap that was good like 3 years ago. Like no one cares about that. Like I remember, I think it was like a silver scale fragment or some crap like that. I don't remember what it was. It just was a terrible reward. I'm like, this is like, I throw this in the garbage, honestly. Like, it's actually that bad. And so people were just asking NCSoft, can you update the rewards so when you roll on something on the daily dash, they're actually like current content stuff that you can use that is useful. And so that's the one thing we wanted, and it looks like they're finally doing that. It's a shame that it took like 3 months of them taking out the daily dash and all that to finally understand that, because no one wanted the daily dash removed. We just wanted it improved, better stuff on there. So luckily it's coming back with hopefully better stuff, it seems to be. So definitely cool. Finally daily dash is back, and overall this patch actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I really am a fan of this patch. Like I don't really have anything negative to say. Third Spec's coming out for Warlock. Great for the Warlock class. It's not very popular right now. Definitely will help it revive a little bit. New event seems pretty interesting, and you could get Garnets and Obsidians. Treasure Draw, you can use event currency, so it's free to play friendly. And then Daily Dash is bad, so hey, I'm satisfied. So overall, this patch looks pretty good. It's definitely better than the last patch where there's like nothing whatsoever. So yeah, nothing really negative to say about this patch. I'm definitely happy. And maybe there's going to be some crazy ninja nerf thing that I don't know, which might happen. But overall, this patch looks pretty solid. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Definitely think it's pretty good. And I'll have some more guides maybe on like how to do this village event and all that once it comes out. Appreciate you guys a lot. Leave a like, sub to the channel if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys in the next one real soon.